A very good afternoon, all of you. Today, in this video, I'm going to talk about ethic, integrity, and aptitude. Let us see what is this ethics. What do you understand by ethics? Ethics is a normative subject. If you see its if you see its dilemma or confusion, it is cognitive in nature. Like because of its lack of sufficient knowledge, uh, like yeah. And attitude, what do you understand by attitude? Attitude is the orientation toward any psychological object. It can be a positive, negative, or ambivalent. If we do broken down into the following key aspect, we find it that the attitude means inclinations or orientations, positive, negative, or ambivalent, or psychological object. There is like if we what say if you see the subject, it is like subject. There is a subject and object. Subject is something about whom something is told. An object is something something on whose something is done. ठीक है? This is the all subject and object. Now I will tell the what say uh, yeah, I have given the introduction. What is this? The key concept: ethic and morality, attitude, aptitude, values, and concise. Yeah, and attitude and orientation toward any psychological object, and this orientation may be positive, negative, or ambivalent. Definition may be broken down into the following key aspect: orientation or inclination, positive, negative, ambivalent, any psychological object. It can be collective in nature. Attitude, individual, a collective or social, reflected by an individual through his or her learning from the society or a social groups. Okay. If you see the in ethic, the subject, someone whose consciousness is being used. An object consciousness being used for whom? An object can be both conscious or non-conscious. The difference lies in the fact that consciousness of subject is used for a person or a thing. Subject, consciousness, thought, emotion, mental activity. About something, anything which is only a material or a combination of both matter and consciousness. Person, consciousness and body, material, non-conscious aspect of a human. Anything which is only a material or combination of both matter and consciousness. Okay? This is about something. Like if you say the subject and the consciousness categorize the three key aspect: emotion, thought, and mental activity. Okay? From where we will uh, the consciousness being generated, and this whole consciousness is the subject. Okay? Psychological object, any object which can be a part of our psychological capacity, on which we can think, get influenced, or for which we can have emotion. Any object that can be used as a reference point for any mental activity. Person, anyone other than a person who is doing mental activity. Material thing, place, community, etc. Individual, subject or object or both. A person can be subject or an object or a both at the same time. When a person is thinking about himself or herself, then the part of the person which is thinking is a subject, and the concept and a percept or an idea of the person which is being thought is an object. Aptitude. It is a set of ability that is required to be successful in one field provided the training is given to the person. A set of abilities. Basic set of abilities which are required to be successful in life. Basic for success. Hard work, interest, aptitude, training. Innate or genetic. Some can be developed with time. Aptitude, abilities. Generally innate. Some can be acquired. Value in linguistic can be a verb, can also be a noun. Uses in a various streams: economics, maths, ethics. Ethical values. They are a ideal which are given to us via a various methods such as family teaching, education, etc. Ideal which tell us what should be our perfect behavior personality. Such ideal make the society a better living place. Ethical values are an ideal of a society. In a hypothetical situation, if an ideal ethical value are present in all individuals of a society, then such a society would be an ideal place to live. Human being, body, hardware, value, software, enable us to use our brain. Virtues, ideal realized in a personality. Courage is an ideal which, when realized in personality, becomes virtue. Emotional intelligence. It is an ability of understanding and regulating our own as well as other emotion. It is not a genetic quality. Intelligence can be, and to some extent, a genetic quality. But on other hand, emotional intelligence is based upon our learning throughout our life. Intelligence. It is an ability of understanding and solving the problem within limited time and with a good efficiency. If you see the diagram, the outermost circle is intelligence, and emotional intelligence come under the intelligence. It is a subcategory of an intelligence. Concise. There is always a conflict between intellect and a pleasure. One expect our personality say that you have to do a thing for the sake of your happiness, whereas the other aspect tell us to do a thing which are ethically right. Emule Kant. Concise is the inner voice which tell us what is right in any specific situation. It is not universal. It is dependent upon communities, religions, and society. In psychology, it is believed to be a superego and it is developed as per our social system. Inner voice and in psychology. Inner voice, the voice which comes from our inner self when we are going to do something wrong. In psychology, ID, it motivate us for happiness or sensory pleasure and not to think about ethical or rational aspect. Say super ego, it's motivate us to do something right and ethical, stop us from doing something wrong. Situation, no external social control, gray area. Concise tell us that something is right or wrong. In the situation of confusion, one must listen to his or her concise. Approach to the ethics paper. Approach to ethics, normative subject, dynamic and gray area. What should be done? Prescriptive subject, dichotomy, continuum approach followed. Approaching something by dividing a thing into two sections. No certain value can be attached to any human being. It is always in flux. For the ethic, one need to have open, rational, and balanced mind, value neutral. One should not consider his or her value as absolute one. Interest, neutrality. We should not be affected by our own interest if we are judging morality or ethics of a other. Subjective. In ethics, we need to accept subjectivity. Opinion of others are also there. These other opinions exist and can true or false. This idea of subjectivity is reflected in a Jain philosophy of Sadhavada. So this is all about the ethic, the all the introduction which I have given about. This is enough for today video. Uh, Whatever the topic which I have to discuss, I will upload in next video. Now in this video is sufficient. Uh, I have covered. I will the next video related to this I will upload in the next video. Okay, thank you.